Okay. We should be back. We should be back. Hello? There we go. Ah, sorry about that. That was my actual internet. That was actually my internet pooping. That wasn't my fucking anything else pooping. That was my internet pooping. 100%. Let's put Azurian back on. I love
to like drastically
I
different
love
conditions,
watching
like
him
in
on
Flint,
podcasts like
Michigan,
this.
or in Detroit, or in forgotten
go.
parts of the country, like the Appalachian
Okay.
the Appalachian region, like in
Alright.
West Virginia. I don't think that person's starting point is
Third
identical
F
to
of the day.
someone
Let's go.
who grew up in a nice neighborhood in Connecticut
But we're
and
here
had
now.
access to public schools or even private schools, and their parents were able to afford healthcare. Their parents were able to afford the best education for them possible, a middle class education, but still a much better one overall. So I think that there's that aspect to it. There are a lot of people who do not get that leg up that shouldn't even really be a leg up. It should be the bottom, basically.
Alright, hold on.
Like,
I need to bring chat closer.
social
He's wearing my
safety nets
favorite
that are
jersey too.
offered to every single person unconditionally so that we can be a more productive
Your favorite
labor force
jersey?
overall.
McDonald's is an official BDS target. You're
Okay,
wrong.
there we go. We're back, everyone.
And Puma is also an actual boycott target. But McDonald's is an official BDS target because they, Israeli McDonald's openly was like, oh yeah, are you doing genocide and feel famished? Well, you know, enjoy a Big Mac.
Can you plant trees wherever you want?
So people getting mad at Dua Lipa for McDonald's is not wrong.
Nope.
I mean, guys, they showed the fucking boycott targets right here. Like, what the frick, dude?
It's fish here.
Now, of course, it doesn't really matter because, like, it's franchised and the Israeli McDonald's is, like, totally separate from the rest of the Mickey D's out there. But that's why it's not one of the active boycott targets, but, like, rather an organic boycott target. Does that make sense?
Okay. Tomorrow's the nice moonlight jellies, Johns. Let's just go. Let's just move into fall, everyone. Let's be productive in this game.
Organic boycott targets. The BDS movement did not initiate these grassroots boycott campaigns, but supports them due to these brands' complicity in Israel's genocide against Palestinians.
It is a great emote combo.
That's the difference between organic targets. Notice how the organic targets don't feature Coca-Cola?
Fuck, there's a mosquito in my room. I fucking hate mosquitoes, dude.
There's a reason for it.
It's fucking fall now. Fucking autumn.
Wait,
oh my god,
McDonald's
I'm
said
using
them
American
actual exact
words. I can't
no,
believe
dude, McDonald's
fuck, dude.
didn't. McDonald's Israel didn't say, oh, do you love doing genocide in Gaza? Please have a burger. They didn't say that. They just said we're supporting the IDF by giving them free food. Which it seems like McDonald's bought back the Israeli restaurants. Jesus Christ.
That definitely goes
Anyway.
there, and the mushrooms can
It's
go
not a
here.
Starbucks at Target. It's not on there. No, it technically isn't. But I talked about the Starbucks thing before. It literally is not worth the fucking headache because Zoomers are so caught up in it. Who gives a shit is my opinion on it. Okay?
Okay.
And I say this as someone who also consumed a shit ton of Starbucks. Okay? But the Starbucks one technically is more valid than the Coca-Cola one. Why? Because Starbucks corporate literally fucking fired a bunch of union workers, like ones that were trying to unionize originally, for wearing a fucking pro-Palestinian pin. That is the reason why Starbucks is universally despised by everyone. Most activists, you ask, if you were to be like, oh, do you know why people want to boycott Starbucks? In its complicity for Israeli genocide, they would not be able to give you the actual answer. I can. The reason is what I just stated, which is ironic because that boycott did actually force the motherfucking corporation's hand to a certain degree because it was an additional vein of external pressure that literally forced Starbucks corporate to actually meet the union's demands.
Seed maker.
But of course,
oh, iridium sprinkler.
Zoomers
Okay,
don't fucking know
okay.
anything, so it doesn't matter.
Foraging up. Let's go.
Sometimes, in order to fucking clear the headaches that it will bring about for myself from the left, I just choose to shut the fuck up.
What, my
But there
internet
is a
went off
link
for
to
2
where
minutes.
I
What
will
the
shut
fuck?
the fuck up when it gets to my Diet Coke, my sweet precious Diet Coke. my
Anyway,
nectar of the
let's just
gods.
play some Stardew. Bread? Let's make.
Okay.
We learned how to cook bread, chat. Beautiful sunny day. Fortune
I
teller.
also don't want to get ahead of the organic boycotts that people get mad at because it is good. Like it just shows that people are at least like trying to do their very best.
All right, we don't care about these crops anymore.
That's why I don't fucking chirp about this boycott shit as much.
Okay,
I
moonlight
never
jellies.
even talked about the Coke stuff either until it became national fucking news.
Okay, we'll
It's
go
so
do
goddamn
some things in the
frustrating.
mines.
The right wing forced my fucking hand into talking about it. Okay? That's it. That's the issue for me.
We could also get ducks
I
and
think all
stuff.
the people that are like trying the boycott shit, even if they're doing unproductive stuff overall, still have their mind on the right. I mean, still have their heart on the right place, in the right place.
Oh, let's go see. I see sussy dirt in your field.
Okay?
Where? Oh, can you get rid of that?
That's my take. It brings a tear to my fucking eye when I hear about zoomers in the fucking it brings a tear to my
You
eye when I
can't
see
get rid of
zoomers in
that.
fucking Kai Sinat chat being like, Kai, don't drink Starbucks.
Oh, it
publicly."
looks like. Bro. This motherfucker just wants to go back to 2022
Anyway.
fucking r/plays,
Raw.
dude.
And then beyond that, I think we're all victims of circumstance in one way or another, and I think poverty in that regard is almost always systemic.
So whose responsibility is it for these people to not be poor?
Oh, I think it's the government's responsibility for sure. I think it's a policy failure overall. I mean, poor is relative, obviously, because a poor person in America is infinitely better off than a poor person in Rwanda, right? So if we're talking about poverty in America, if we're talking about that, we're comparing it to like whatever the middle is, right? Like below the middle. We're talking about elevating every single person and ensuring that their needs are met. It's still
Okay,
up
we're
to
gonna make a lot of things
the
now.
system to provide them with the social safety nets, with the amenities, with the means to
Hello, doggy.
achieve some kind of fulfillment for themselves.
Dumbass.
So what sort of
dog running
policies do you
into
think
walls.
need to be in place to prevent that or help the situation?
I think right across the board, flattening out education is definitely one of the first things I believe. I mean, healthcare is really important. Properly
do some fishing
feeding
today.
people is really important. I mean, we have child poverty in this country. We have issues with food security in this country. There are millions of families that still lack access to proper nutrition. That's one of the major hurdles, even in schooling, which is not what you would think. But I mean, something as simple as like having AC in your school can yield much better results for educational outcomes in general. And I think those are some of the most glaring,
you
most
can't.
obvious
Fuck.
systematic failures in this
So
country.
when you say evening out schools, do you mean things like having computers and AC, or do you mean is it like an
computers,
educational
AC,
standard?
food, higher educational standard in general, a lot of that is fixed with resources. I don't think we pay enough for our teachers, for example. I think teachers are like grossly
I was there for a long ass time, for like 3 hours. Thank God I can't tell you what I believe is capitalism, right? Says in gold shirt. Hassan doesn't have any idea how to affect change. What?
Yo, this motherfucker, bro. I love like little
A gold?
like worms coming to the chat, being like, Hasana's got no idea how
Bro,
to
you're
affect
really
change.
fucking stupid, man.
Bro, really?
I'm sorry. My haters, you gotta fucking try a little bit harder, dude. forgot
that's
he was
all
there
you
for 3
have?
hours, which implies that what he's saying right now doesn't reflect his actual statements. Dude, you're hallucinating. Okay? You think I'm wearing a fucking gold shirt. Brother, your mental health episode in the chat is not everybody else's problem. Take your fucking medication, okay? State your belief. Listen to the podcast, I guess.
Underpaid in this country.
Yeah, we'll keep going
The
down.
standards are also very low in general as well. I think like the quality's gotten worse and worse year over year. I think this has like become basically a
This run is that
job
one.
of passion. Like nobody's becoming a teacher because they're like, I'm gonna make a lot of money. They're becoming teachers because they're like, this is what I want to do. I genuinely want to do.
Couldn't you
this.
make an argument that that's a good thing?
No, I don't think that's a good thing. I think that's a bad
You
thing.
think it's better that people say, I'm going to get rich because I could be a teacher?
Not rich, but I want to be comfortable financially, and that's why I want to be a teacher is a good thing. I think overall, money is a great motivator for these sorts of things. That's why if you look at a country like Finland, for example, where they have a much higher, much better education structure specifically for teachers, they're revered as
Oh,
like
shit.
they're treated like lawyers almost, and they yield significantly better educational outcomes overall across the board, and most of it is public.
Damn.
So what advice would you give those people who are poor between the ages of 20 to 60, who are a victim of circumstance? What would you tell those people?
Get your money up, not your funny up. No, I mean, there is a lot you can do, obviously. There's a lot you can do in general, but like overall, I would, I don't know. I mean, I feel like
Like, is it a lost cause?
I don't think it's a lost cause necessarily, but I also don't think that like, you know, scheming in certain ways or trying to develop passive income or whatever
Gooby.
is
How
going
you
to be the
doing?
solution for every single person. Like, oh, you're going to become an entrepreneur and then you're going to start making money ultimately, because there's plenty of people who try that and fail over and over again and never actually make it. I had to live a fairly ascetic lifestyle for a big chunk of my early 20s after college. I mean, I lived in the kitchen of a frat house, right? And I had 2 jobs at the same time. I was in the lowest tax bracket possible, making literally less than minimum wage because I had a sales position. So it was like, my bosses beforehand were able to get away with underpaying me in that
homework?
regard because it's like I have to bring in
But I'm
commission
doing
on top
excellent.
of that.
How are you?
I was
Do
budgeting
your
all the
homework.
time in
It's
order not to get in the red.
important.
Still got
Ish,
in
it
the red,
depends.
overdraft
Sometimes they
fees,
go
all
insane
that
with it.
stuff. I mean, it was terrible. I still made it through,
I'm
but I
good.
think it
Someone
was.
who's
I've
made
been
it through,
sick.
I feel like you should have valuable advice to people that are stuck in that position.
Well, I made it through because I'm lucky though. I made it through because like
You don't think it had anything to do with the amount of time you were working? Because you've gone on the record and said,
I worked very hard, but it doesn't matter. Like it's just
Oh, we
luck
found money?
still I think is a really significant factor in people achieving success. Working very hard is also important. Not to say that like I'm not discounting people that become profoundly successful by saying, oh, it's all just luck, because it's not. You have to work very, very hard. But there are people who work very hard every day. You have teachers in Oklahoma that teach all day, and then after work is done, they have to take an Uber job.
What ratio would you give luck? Do you think that was 20%, 50%, 60%?
I don't know if I can give like an exact number because I think it changes for every single person. Some people are 30% lucky, some people are 50%.
In your situation,
lucky.
though?
In my situation, I think luck played probably 50% of the way.
Half?
Yeah, for sure. Because listen, I was born into an affluent family. I got great education as a consequence of that. Now, that didn't really translate to living in America because it was in Turkey. But it still doesn't matter because like I didn't have the financial setbacks that a much poorer person would, like having to work a job when you're going to high school, right? Like I didn't have to take care of my parents when I was going to high school. I could just focus on my studies, even though I didn't really study that much either.
But can you
You know what's really funny? How the fuck do you... Am I crazy? How do people watch this shit? The Purdue chicken story sounds so comically evil that I had to look into it myself. It's just hilarious how it just sounds ridiculous enough that it should exist in a work of fiction about evil corporations. Yeah. It is kind of funny to consider that, like, when the podcast first came out, people were so mad And they immediately mass disliked it, which is why you should go and show support to the pod, by the way. It is sitting at 2,000.
I will watch it tomorrow. We'll watch two
likes, 2.5K
two pods
dislikes.
tomorrow.
Not a single one of those people in the 2.5K that disliked that watch the fucking
We'll watch
pod.
2. Oh my god, it's 3
Because
hours?
there is 0% chance.
Okay, no, we'll watch the full thing, dude. Fuck it. We'll do it for our
There's
boy.
just no way. It just gets
I'll have to go live
brigaded to
early.
shit. That's it. Because nobody wants to legitimately. Don't you think that's a good thing though? Dude, I don't bring up anything in this. Oh, Destiny reacted to it on stream? That makes sense. Yeah.
All right,
I
that
saw
was
the
fucking
comments
close.
on release. Okay.
We could die.
I saw the comments on release originally. And the
let's
comments on
leave.
release were literally fucking 5 minutes in. They were like, I hate this guy. I hate this fucking guy. You should literally.
I'll show you to put the pure evil on the thumbnail and the sun's face and the rage racing lefties. Bro, anything to get clicks, dude. It doesn't matter.
And it's so obvious that not a
That's
single
just
person.
aesthetic shit, dude.
Some of them say you didn't mention D, but I did halfway through. Oh yeah, I did. I did mention Destiny. They brought him up. So that's perhaps why.
The title seems to be reactionary. Yeah. I mean, bro, this is a normie podcast. I think you guys understand. I think it's better. Rage bait in these situations is actually fucking helpful. Like, you get people to listen to Hassan. All they need to do is just sit down
Literally,
and
by the way,
listen to
this
Hassan.
came out straight
And
up
that's it.
right after the video came out. These comments I remember. Saying it's the government's responsibility to make sure people aren't poor is just wild. It's every individual's own responsibility to better their own life. Let's outsource our results of responsibility to the government. Great idea.
It is a great idea.
Yeah, sorry, you just lost me with this one. Giving Hassan a platform is a huge no-no. You still have time to delete this.
Huge no-no. I'm so smart.
Yeah, go watch it, by the way. I'm not going to watch the whole thing. It's actually very good.
I definitely will watch it. On
And
stream.
The best part about it is that I think
For 3
podcasts
hours.
like this
Fuck it,
one
dude. We'll do a 6-hour react.
are not only good to
I'll do it for you,
broaden people's
Hassan.
horizons or whatever.
All right? You see? You need the support.
I do think the podcasts are like this one are pretty good. Why focus on the hate? It was a good video and you know it. Dude, I'm explaining something important here. Like, obviously, this hate is not born out of nothing. I'm showing how stupid it is to just like hate.
All right,
I think
let's
people who
make...
don't know you are just like, ew, an opinionated white man, and they think you are self-righteous, but they don't actually listen to the meat of the conversation.
some
Sure.
kegs.
You will enjoy the video
will.
if you watch it, for sure.
Recycling machine is always good.
But more importantly than that, you can also show this type of video to your friends.
Yes.
Because it is a perfect situation where I reach like
Turns trash into
a
resources.
decent,
Iron
I get
bar?
a decent
Yeah.
amount of pushback. A decent amount of pushback from people who don't agree with
we'll
me,
make 2 of them.
but are fair. Okay? Do you understand? And because there isn't like other, drama baity perverts involved in the process.
Oh my god, we got an
This is an
achievement.
unfiltered conversation
New
that
mouse
you can
hat
show
unlocked.
to your friends when they ask, "Who are you watching?" Do you think a right wing is going to watch 2 hours of you talking? No. But you know who will? Your friends who fucking despise me. Okay? If you have friends that are like, I hate this fucking piece of shit, here are the million reasons why. I basically have described... I basically address so many of the things because they bring it up. That's what it is. Habib, you trying to get a friend to watch a 2-hour, 30-minute is like Megaphonics? No, you don't have to get them to watch the whole thing. There's fucking time codes. If I have friends,
Okay.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Let's get the mushrooms. And then we start nice and fresh tomorrow.
Definitely fair. One of D's criticism was the
In a
host didn't
new
grill you enough.
season.
I have 2 questions. Why the fuck are you watching Destiny? Watch this podcast. Number 2, what the fuck is he expecting them to do? Be like, why aren't you a fucking evil Muslim Islamist fundamentalist monster?
Yeah, why
I'm
are you,
shocked that the
Chatter?
host
Why are you
didn't have
watching
such fucking
fucking
rabid Islamophobic perspectives that he holds?
Destiny at
That's
all?
insane.
Like, bro, people need to not hate watch motherfuckers like that. I swear. Like, it's not healthy for you, man, at all.
You also say that someone else in your situation could say, I don't need to work that hard. I don't need to do much because I'm already kind of set. So I'm just going to chill and do the bare minimum.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's definitely much different trajectories for someone like myself, especially from my background. But I would say that like that motivation, I had a great upbringing. I love, I have a very healthy relationship with my family. I think that is luck. That's what I mean when I talk about luck. It's that like I had you came across really well. There's a cottage industry of people who despise you, and it's about overcoming that. And you've become
Okay, let's
a
go
soft
to this
touch.
event
It's the same
now.
criticism when you answer them on this podcast. They just don't watch it because they don't want their beliefs changed. Yeah, literally. That's what it is. Like great upbringing. It didn't translate to like me having any sort of money
Are you
when I
watching as
was
a
on
means of
my
showing
own
your
after
support?
college,
Like,
but it
it
still
just
doesn't
makes
matter.
me fucking
But
weird when
before we
I
get into
see how
that,
snobby
AI
heads hate
actually
watching.
might just be the most important
Like,
new computer
creators
technology.
that
dollars. How could you
toxic.
it's the first life.
Like,
And you were like, we're all about
Then enjoy.
you were talking about idolizing
You're just feeding
the
into
American
something that you
life,
shouldn't
and
feed
all
into
you ever
that-
wanted to
about
do was
yourself.
go to college in America. That
Yeah.
was like what you aspired to do.
Yeah.
There was something where like people in foreign cultures like not fetishize, but like idolize America, and you were like definitely one of those people. Do you think the American dream is dead now since you've came to America and you kind of like idolize the American dream, the white picket fence, and going to college here?
My idealization of the American dream began and
door,
ended
big
at like
dog.
being able to go to college and party.
Let her
So
thrive.
like I didn't have like a broader understanding of it. There were definitely a lot of moments throughout American history
We're
where it wasn't
gonna
all that
try
real regardless.
and marry Sam this
But
time.
especially as of late, I feel like people's financial opportunities have worsened overall. I mean, it's very much alive if you are lucky to a certain degree, and also on top of that, come from a better financial circumstance. If you're like upper middle
Very,
class,
yeah. I didn't know who he
well, I
was
guess
before
everybody
sending that.
considers
Yes,
themselves to be
Lord
upper
Lord.
middle class. That honestly, I think that hate farming you is partly so easy, low risk for these people because you don't claim people. If people didn't want anyone else, if people did anyone else the way you, the way people do to you, it would become a problem with copyright claims. I feel definitely not saying you should do. No, I'm not going to do that. It's almost as if having no secrets is the most absolute terrifying thought for people with trying to gotcha moments. The honesty in this interview
What do you
freaks
think
out
of the name
online weirdos with their
Sebastian?
browser histories that they're
It's
ashamed
sick,
of.
dude.
Yeah, they don't believe it. They think that there's like
I had a childhood
additional-
friend called
they think that
Sebastian.
there's additional secrets that I'm hiding. That's number one.
Just curious, Gooby.
But here's
Okay,
the thing,
dude.
guys. A lot of people have made up their minds on this, and they've made up their misguided preconceptions. If you value yourself to be an independent thinker, watch the video without any fucking interruption on your own, without me guiding you, without me holding your hand, or without Destiny holding your hand. Watch it on your own. If you're a fucking adult, you should be able to watch a podcast on 2X if you want and make up your own mind. Maybe you will feel like the previous ways in which people have treated this subject matter is probably not right. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of people that won't even give you a chance because the amount of hate content that is cut against you, people that don't know, you will see like 30 other content creators telling them you're a monster and they'll just believe it. Exactly. I just need to do more,
Normie stuff like this, 100%.
I need to reach out a broader market like this more
that
frequently. That's it.
categorization is very broad. But if you come from a relatively
You have- I
affluent
know, yeah, how
background,
many
like,
snobby heads,
there
like,
are
derived
opportunities for
literally
you
from
to,
fucking
to,
leftovers?
to
You
get
have
upward
no
social
idea.
mobility. And I guess that is
have no
the
idea.
American dream
So
after
many,
all.
so
Be able to
many.
own a house and whatnot.
And hardcore
But
Hasnabi heads
beyond
too.
that,
No.
that window that is open for Americans for upward social mobility is like shrinking. The number of people that can actually have a better financial situation overall than their
Hi,
parents is
doggy.
getting smaller and smaller, in my opinion.
Why do you think that is? What's causing that?
Wealth disparity is growing in this country. The wealthiest people are getting wealthier and wealthier. I would even factor myself into that as well. The way I describe it is this. COVID is a great example. COVID recovery. during COVID recovery, there was a lot of upwards wealth transfer. A lot of people couldn't work. The government gave them money for a little bit, and there was unemployment insurance, which was great. But that dried up, and then there was a shortage of jobs as well, where people were like, oh, nobody wants to go back to work anymore. In that entire time frame, we had what is known as a K-shaped recovery, where the top 1% of wealth kept growing absolutely in a seismic way, whereas the rest of the 99% did not experience those same returns. They did not, their wealth did not grow overall. And then we had inflation as well, which made things even worse. Real negative wage growth for at least almost 2 years under the Biden administration, especially, is like something that people are not willing to forget. And why should they? It's understandable that they don't. They remember it.
Can we get a quick, maybe 2 or so minute explanation of who you are for the viewers if it's their first time hearing from you?
I'm Hassan Piker.
By the way, thank you for not emphasizing your views came from material socialist POV in this video. It made it a lot more digestible for my right-wing adjacent mates
I'm not going to be able to deal with these. Sorry.
I mean, that is the whole point. Haters definitely did not watch the pod. You're
buy
literally
more.
pulling up hard data.
It's okay. I can't do it.
I always pull up hard data. It's just so easy to fucking discount it. If you clip my live streams, if you clip my live stream and criticize it, then it's much easier than clipping my fucking YouTube videos where the hard data is shown by my editors. That's the whole. I always fucking add data to my arguments.
And they correct it as well.
I'm a Turkish-American political commentator. I stream on Twitch every day. I have a YouTube page, TikTok, I have it all. Came to the United States of America when I was 18 years old. I grew up in Turkey, and I studied political science communication. First, I went to University of Miami, transferred to Rutgers, graduated from Rutgers with honors, and then I got a job. I was looking for jobs like crazy after college. Didn't mean anything because I did not have like the networking opportunities or the relationships that like other people had at the time with other companies that they could normally work at. So I worked for my uncle as a salesperson at the Young Turks. Some of you might know that. It was at the time a 26-person like independent news YouTube channel, and I built their entire advertisement, sales, and operations, all the back end, did all the cold calling for a couple of years. And during that process, while I was doing that, I was like, this sucks. I hate this. I hate sales. I want to do content. And because I wanted to do content, I was like, you know what? I'll do this for free. There's a studio that isn't really a studio at the Young Turk studio. There was a closet basically, and I was like, I'm gonna put a green screen here, and I'm gonna do a very different type of content that you guys don't do. I'm gonna do teleprompted, pre-scripted segments, and I'll do it for free. I'll do it on my off hours when I'm not working, and it'll be free money for you guys basically. You know what I mean? More bang for your buck.
Oh god, those
First
clips,
they were
dude.
resistant, then they were like, sure, whatever, why not? And I sucked at it too. I wasn't good at all. But I kept doing it over and over and over again. I got better at it eventually. And then I moved over to handle our Facebook operations at the Young Turks. I had a very successful show called The Breakdown that I had created. It was right around the same time as Facebook was opening up video as an initiative. So there was like tens of millions of views to be had on each video.
You're here to show their asses with this take too, because they just don't seem to understand the networking aspect of college, which is what you were referring to. Yeah.
And it was blowing up a lot. So that's what I did. And then I realized a couple of years in that I wanted to have something of my own because I had no creative control over it. I didn't have enough autonomy. So I was like, I want to do something on my own. First, I pushed people to my Instagram. Then I decided I'm going to go on this platform called Twitch. Leftist ideology was underrepresented in that space at the time. This is like Gamergate, post-Gamergate era.
Oh my God, look at that.
Oldies in the chat that know what that is. There wasn't a lot of like people who were like, I'm a socialist or I'm a leftist, I'm a progressive, and I'm a gamer. So I went in there playing Fortnite, strapped a PlayStation eye camera to my PlayStation 4, started playing Fortnite. I'll play Fortnite with like other journalists as well and other podcasters as well at the time.
A lot of those
we
clips
talk about
I like
stuff like
re-uploaded
Israel,
onto
Palestine.
YouTube.
By 2020, I went full time.
I'm so glad I did.
Became a full-time Twitch streamer.
Because now people find them.
Then COVID
I see them
happened,
cropping
and the
up a
George
lot
Floyd
more.
protests happened, and a lot of people started catching up to my politics, especially as it pertains to police brutality. And I was there doing live coverage every day. And then the election cycle happened, and I would say that 2020 I exploded in popularity and have been, streaming every single day ever since I went full time.
And how would you describe your political ideology as a label?
I don't really like labels when it comes to political ideology. People call me a commie, socialist, champagne socialist, leftist. I would say, a progressive person who believes that everyone should be able to pursue a life of dignity and find free moments and have some autonomy and have a sense of purpose in their own lives.
So the
whatever achieves that is what I want.
The main thing that people have, the main problem they have with, I feel like, that ideology is the taxes. That's like one of the main things. What do you think would be a fair tax bracket in the highest percentage, or just a fair tax bracket structure for you?
Our
I love
highest
that, dude.
tax rate is pretty bad in America overall, but I also, more importantly, think that the way we tax is really bad in general. I think that a lot of Americans are taxed on their wealth, their assets, without recognizing it, unless you have a lot of money in the stock market, in which case you're paying a much lower percentage in your taxes in your overall net worth across the board. What do I mean by this? What is it, like 40% of Americans own their own home, right?
Something like that.
Something around those
50,
lines.
50, it's like, yeah, somewhere.
Many of those Americans are paying property taxes. That's their primary wealth accumulation. That's their
I
nest
fucked
egg.
up.
It was 40% of Americans in
no, I didn't.
California. I fucked it up. See, it's 66 across the board. 45% in the state of California.
Egg that is what they can take mortgages out against, or used to be able to take mortgages out against. Not anymore. Not as much right now. But that is what they see as their future, right? And those guys all get taxed on their wealth, whereas there is a shit ton of wealth specifically that is left uncaptured in the stock market. So while I do think that our tax brackets could go a little bit higher for sure, I think overall
need to be things that we don't replant.
I get why you don't call yourself a socialist. People directly ignore you if you do. I notice this when talking to people in real life. They're open to listen to you, but once you tell them you're a socialist, they start to look at you differently. You cannot single-handedly...
Okay.
You cannot single-fucking-handedly overcome a decade of Red Scare propaganda. People have hang-ups on the word socialism, but if you describe to them what you actually believe, and you shouldn't lie about what you actually believe. I'm not advocating that you lie about your genuine beliefs, but did I say decade? I meant a century. Sorry, I fucked up. Obviously, I meant century. A century of
Okay, this will be annoying, but it's fine.
anti-socialist Red Scare propaganda
Okay.
is impossible to overcome in normal conversations. Do not lie about your genuine positions and your genuinely held convictions and beliefs.
We also should get some honey going.
But if you're having a normal conversation, you don't have to literally fucking be like, I'm a socialist immediately from the jump. There's no need to label yourself. Most Americans, one, don't know what fucking political labels actually represent, and two, hate political labels anyway.
Just straight up income is not the end of the
I think it's better to just come out of the door swinging, but tough words people get used to hearing. More people call themselves socialists. I just think it is ridiculous. You don't have to fucking... It plays no role in this conversation. Okay?
Like, you don't want
the
people
deal. I
to
think we need
immediately
to fix
like
our
discount
wealth
you.
taxes as well.
know?
Start
So what kind of a
taxing
wealth
that.
tax
I don't know what the exact number would be. I genuinely don't know.
would you fall in the wealth tax?
I don't really have a lot of assets. I already pay income. Like I pay everything off income, straight income. So in California, living here, I'm in the highest tax bracket. So I'm paying around like 50% of
Probably
more than 50%.
More than 50%.
And if you
Yeah.
include property tax and sales tax and all these other taxes,
Even
capital
before
gains tax.
Yeah, even before all of that.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I mean, I am perfectly fine with increasing the highest tax rate as well, which would yes, definitely impact me.
Although, you know what? Before we go into that, we got to do some quick math because the less money your business spends, the more money you get to keep.
But with higher expenses on materials, employees, distribution, and borrowing, everything's costing more.
So to reduce costs and headaches, smart businesses are upgrading to our sponsor, NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite is the #1 cloud financial system that brings accounting,
I
financial
love that,
management,
dude.
inventory, and HR into one platform
Okay,
and
we'll have
one
some
source of truth.
spaces where
With
we
NetSuite, you
don't.
reduce IT costs because it lives in the cloud with no hardware required, and you can access it from anywhere.
You could also cut the cost of maintaining multiple systems because you've got one unified
Damn,
business.
bro, 2 hours and 30 minutes, and they got fucking hella ads in this.
60%. Do you feel like people would say, there's really no point in me working that much harder because I'm only going to keep 40 cents on the dollar?
No, I don't think that this is.
I think people have.
Wait, I mean, you get taxed at that rate. Do you think?
No,
you,
I don't.
No, we
No,
moved to
37. 37%.
Yeah.
Okay,
is what
but
I'm taxed
regardless,
at.
you still get the federal 37%.
Correct.
Are you disincentivized to work harder?
No.
No, there you go.
I'm sorry. I did use Graham's honesty to a fault policy to drive home a point a couple times in this conversation because
I love that so much, dude.
because he's too honest. He's not like a right-wing charlatan. He is honest to a fault. It's not even a debate. I'm not trying to like debate him or anything. I am genuine about my beliefs, and I think that like I'm trying to basically get him to come to that conclusion as well personally. Because he's not a grifter. I don't think Graham is a grifter. I think he legitimately believes everything he says. When was this film? Like last week? Or 2 weeks ago? I don't know, fucking couple weeks ago?
We'll
2,
put
3
some
weeks ago?
down here. It won't be very pretty, but
But there's,
No,
I
but
think
it's
there's
like
a
you don't
real
have to-
difference when you
now.
go above 50%. I
Yes.
think people really have a negative reaction when it's over 50.
I would say 50
I
to
don't.
Well,
50
you
to
know what?
60%.
Well,
I would
water's still
incentivize
here.
a lot of business spending just because I didn't want to get taxed on it. So I would say that would be the only thing. But beyond a certain point, I probably would be disincentivized. Beyond a certain point, it's
Unless-
60% is just
If the goods that you're being provided from the government are just so good from
That's a great point. I was about to say that.
Then I would be okay with it. But I know for a fact, let's just say I make 100 grand or something, 50% I cut to the federal government. I feel like I get maybe like $2,000, $3,000 worth of value back, which is what,
Not even.
6%?
Not even.
And if I spent the 50,000, I would get 1-to-1 value to dollar spent.
No, I completely understand what you're saying about that. I mean, unless you're talking about like, you know, money being spent on roads and stuff, which I think is good. It's not like you don't see it as like a direct return.
Right. Well, the roads also aren't the greatest.
Yeah, but precisely. You are absolutely correct. You nailed it. That is the biggest problem in this country.
Good for you,
I think the
Jack.
biggest problem in this country isn't necessarily the taxes, because I have this conversation with my European friends all the time. I have some lovely friends who were visiting from France recently. We sat down, we're having this dinner, and they were shocked when I just started describing to them the American tax structure. They were like, what? Like, we thought you guys don't pay any taxes at all. You have no amenities for it. You have nothing to show for it. Because unfortunately, our spending is awful in this country. It's awful. A lot of it goes into, I guess, subsidies that you don't necessarily see that are keeping the economic engine running. That's for sure. A lot of it goes to defense. And we have so much money that we get, even in a place like California, for example, where we had an $88 billion surplus in the state, and yet we have nothing to show for it in terms of the roads, in terms of, you know, public health initiatives, in terms of overall quality of life for the average citizen. People might look at that and go, oh, it's because they're giving it to immigrants or whatever. That's not the case. In a lot of
yeah, we
instances,
don't have
there
any.
are
All right.
middlemen who know someone in government, and they get these fat contracts and they hold it up, and they don't do the actual, you know, infrastructural development that they were tasked with doing when it comes to creating affordable housing. There are a lot of initiatives to combat homelessness. We talked about this a little bit last time. Those initiatives get funded. We vote for it in ballot measures, right? They're very popular. In Los Angeles County, we added an extra 5% taxes on sales of homes that are over $5 million.
Okay.
Everybody voted for it. They loved it. They're like, great, let's do it. That raised a shit ton of money. But that money doesn't go back into like actual direct initiatives. It just stays there. It just stays
My
there in the
understanding is that
ether.
it's they projected it was going to make way more money than it actually ended up making. And so what ended up happening, just from a real estate perspective, everyone sold their house prior to this going into effect. After it went into effect, you had so many listings that were like 5.5. They just priced it 4,995.
Yeah.
Where they'd sell furniture separately.
And doesn't it also dry up the market a little bit?
It dried up the market completely.
Yeah.
But the result was that I think they thought it was going to bring in like $800 million over 5 years or something, but it ended up bringing in a fifth of that. I'm sure we could put up the numbers here.
And we don't know where it
was-
goes. Is
but
the
that's the
problem.
point.
But,
But that's still a lot of money.
But it crippled the markets. To imagine if those homes would be able to be freely bought and sold.
That commerce would generate a lot of revenue.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, this is why I said they're real ones for like they love that shit, dude. They love that shit. A market of $5 million houses, bro, you'd be shocked. We're talking about Los Angeles. It is not a small market, for the record. It's a big market, as a matter of fact.
All right, I'm not going to
The real
watch
question
the
is,
other ones.
how did they get to $5 million to begin with? Considering that the fucking
Okay.
the fucking house that I'm in would never be going for
It would be nice to get some
2.75
more,
in
but
any
we'll
other marketplace.
focus on other things. We're
You will-
starting small.
The real problem isn't like the $5 million market. The real problem is how those fucking houses became $5 million, which I should have mentioned.
And I think too, with increased property taxes or the type of person buying those $5+ million homes, what could they contribute that could be greater than what this tax generated?
You mentioned something really interesting. I think it was on our podcast with Anna about some guy that was renting a vacant warehouse.
I think we talked about that.
Oh,
with
did we talk about that
Hassan.
with you?
Yeah.
Did we talk about
Yeah,
that?
this-
I don't remember.
this
So
could
this
have
is
been
just
something-
another prime example of just
Yeah,
like
so
government
exactly what you
contracts.
mentioned. There was supposed to be a homeless shelter in downtown Los Angeles, and there's this big expose about it because it's been vacant for like 7 years at this point, and they're spending $50,000 a month for this homeless shelter. So why is it empty for 7 years? Well, it turned out that they couldn't build it because it had a foundation issue, but they're trying to figure
Hassan is absolutely correct with this. There are pools of billions of dollars that have been untouched, literally unspent, because boards of directors at agencies and district supervisors don't direct the money to proper initiatives and agencies because they are undemocratic. I don't know if I was able to drive home that argument, though. That was my major argument here, though, is that
I love watching
the
Hassan
major
doing
argument that I was
this. Anyway,
making
I'm not going to be live for too much
was
longer, chat,
that
but I'm
there
loving
is
this Stardew.
funding for it, but there isn't a willingness
It's great.
to follow through. And the reason I did mention it,
figure
actually,
it
I'm
out.
pretty
So
sure.
until then, they had a signed lease, and they just
Hold
kept
on,
the
give me
lease
a second,
agreement going.
everyone.
Well, when they dug
It's not that rich people lack urgency. You're wrong. Rich people very urgently, as a matter of fact, stop these initiatives. No, the problem is it goes against their capital interest. That's the problem. That's why they immediately push and try to stop these initiatives from working. I bring up the Project Home Key issues in a little bit.
into it, the person who signed the lease was like a former business associate or friend with the person who was in charge of finding the homeless shelter. And so it seems as though they did this backdoor deal. It's like, hey, I'll give you 50 grand a month for this place. We good? All right, let's do that. And nothing. The money just goes to
That's
waste.
not even remotely shocking to me. There's a lot of corruption that happens like that, and I think that's a major issue. I mean, think about like high-speed rail development in this state. It's been ongoing since like the 80s. China, since like 2001, has laid down an entire continent worth of high-speed rail over the course of such a short period of time. When there's a will, there's a way. They did it with much less money than we're working with, right? That level of corruption is more so about just like people making money off of government spending. And the government has a lot of money, so they're willing to throw money in that direction because they can tell their constituents, hey, it's out of our hands. We threw money at this problem. I want enforcement.
Some wood.
I
Thanks,
also,
Robin.
ironically, I guess I want Chinese style enforcement. I'm like, oh yeah, you're doing that? That's great. You're going to jail. Like, where's the fucking homeless shelter? You're going to jail. You didn't build it? All right, sorry. We're going to prosecute you.
I think we need to be harsher on punishments. And I also have this idea. I brought it up our last podcast, and I want to know your opinion on it. I think there needs to be a
Law, you want his to roll? No, but I do think that there should be criminal consequences for criminals behaving in, criminal ways. Is that
Oh,
crazy?
so nice, so little. Just have to
Oh,
water the
sorry, lock me
pumpkins.
up, officer.
Maybe
I've
we'll
advocated
be
to
lucky and one will
actually
grow
be
into
tough on
one big
crime for
pumpkin.
once. Shit.
Maybe we'll be lucky.
My bad. Didn't realize when the collar is white, we don't consider that to be real crime.
Massive.
Okay, we've got things to do.
What was the term?
You said 10,000.
10,000 accountants in the government.
Yes.
That sole job is to internally audit, which I know we already do, and you can already access this information, but it's horrible. It is unattractive. And it's also, I feel like, just like for the average person, you're not going to go in and read this crazy complex UI of how our budget is spent. But if we had 10,000,
I
you
agree.
know what? No,
Like an HOA
20,000 accountants that internally audit the federal government just to show everyone, hey, we're spending $22 per muffin at this random bureaucratic agency or what. Doesn't matter. I want to know about it.
The way that the American government works also is like it's always dished out to like private contractors, and those are the guys who are making those are the guys who are making buku bucks over there when they're just it's the greatest grift of all. You know what I mean? Whether it's defense contractors or whether it's anything else, like they get so much money. And like I said, it's a way for politicians to be like, see, we're spending money, like we're doing the thing that you want us to do,
too,
but people
dude.
don't see any results, and then we just kind of forget about it.
Yeah.
And I agree. I think that that
a
would be
rabbit
phenomenal,
and a
especially
goat.
with the Pentagon too. But
So-
you know,
A
you're
duck,
gonna get
but
assassinated by the
we
CIA
do
if
need
you
to,
start
we do
talking
need to
like
get
that.
some.
We had an international arms dealer on the podcast that did
Okay,
U.S.
let's do some
defense
foraging.
contracts. And he said companies like Lockheed Martin, what they used to do is just charge whatever they wanted because there's no competitor and you have the contract and it needs to be a safety protocol. So they only create, the F-35 jets or whatever. But instead what they changed to,
Okay, but the federal penny pinching doesn't. No. You don't understand. I think we should do
that grass
penny
purple,
pinching on all
it's
aspects
new.
of the
It's
federal
specifically
government.
this map.
Like the mismanagement is built into the system, including the F-35 program. Yeah, it's not the $16 muffins,
It's
but the
it's really good
$16
for
muffin
animals,
is,
and
is
I've
definitely a representation of
Haven't
that
been
same
making good pens
exact
and everything with animals
problem.
yet, but
That's why I kept talking about the military budget as well.
we need a nice barn. I don't like seeing these trees so
Problem
moldy,
is, it's not even just like
so mossy,
where
dude.
the government is contracting out the help
Too mossy
to.
for me.
Everyone is overcharging along the way, every step of the way. The issue also is that we have no mechanisms of enforcement. We have no way of looking at this and going, wait, hold on. What do you mean you didn't fucking build a homeless shelter for 5 years? I'm going to literally put you in jail for at least the 5 years that you didn't build a homeless shelter for. Like, even when it gets budgeted out and contracts are signed, there's still setbacks because the real power players don't want that shit to be built.
was cost plus. So it's the cost of building an F-35 plus a fee of how much you spent. So like 3% of the entire cost. But then this incentivizes them to spend twice as much because then they get 6% instead of 3%.
Let me tell you, they're not spending it on their workers either. Okay, they're not. It's not like they're spending it on their engineers either.
I'm not surprised.
I'm sure that you guys have some engineers watching right now that'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's, I guess it goes to the executives or some maybe marketing initiatives when they turn around and they're like, gay pride parade floaties, Raytheon. But overall,
Look, less than Hassan. Someone goes, as an engineer in defense, yeah, that contract money ain't going to us. How much do you make? Less than Hassan. Less than Graham and Jack, too. It's important not to compare yourself to the top 1% of 1% of content creators. I'm sure an engineer isn't hungry either, though. It's like how Americans cannot fucking stop themselves from infighting. It doesn't matter what the context is. Look, they're eating each other. They're eating each other's asses. Engineers still make more than me. It's like, bro, how do you not understand what the fuck you're doing? While you're having that conversation,
you have a combination
a
of
rich
Han saying
man
he was wrong
made
about something, you can
another
put it up in the
fucking
bad
$1
face
million,
chat.
okay? A billionaire put
No,
another
I
M
don't.
in their account.
Because he's been wrong about
Stupid
very
fucks.
few things.
I hate this shit.
And the thing
That's
is
what
also
Parasite was about.
like
Crabs in a goddamn bucket.
that would
dude.
not help them. The haters chirping.
Yeah, it's always. FYI, a certain neoliberal subreddit is mass reporting your Tom Cotton tweet On what? The website? Oh no, dude. They're gonna get me banned from Twitter?
This is new.
So funny that the guy who definitely deserves to be banned from Twitter is trying to get other people deplatformed. Look at that top post, dude. Hamasabi totally not calling for the assassination of a U.S. senator. I'm glad that at least some people get it. Two wrongs don't make a right. Report, please. Please. Guys, we gotta do cancel culture on him,
And this is new too.
Please report him, please. Oh no. Guys, we have to report him.
I'm going to blow hearts.
Oh no, guys.
He isn't wrong a lot, I'll be honest with you. I think the one thing that just comes to my mind is the Ukraine take. And he was honest about that. Bro, if Hassan Curious watches want to enjoy his own content, they can just watch his YouTube channel. It's very accessible. Oh, this thing. Okay, I'm skipping this. I know what this is about.
Holy, how is that community so mentally ill? I feel bad seeing that stuff. Dude, it is... If we spent
Bro, there's too much
our
moss
whole
on these
time
fucking trees, dude.
hyper-focusing, hyper-fixating in the same mentally ill ways on one fucking content
See, it's a
creator
fucking crayfish.
and convinced ourselves that one individual
everything's
content creator is the
I need
true
to go.
beacon of evil, we would be just as mentally ill. It is basically like a cult, dude.
Oh yeah, he's wrong on a lot of ableism as well. That is true.
Do you not understand? That's why I always say it is just so unhealthy.
But he hasn't figured that out yet, yeah.
It is so genuinely unhealthy to have this kind of hug box.
Yeah, by the way, it's never about what's being wrong. It's always just about literally like trying to just get an easy dunk. It's never something that like those people are never asking in good faith. Like there are very few, but the ones that are in good faith will go and actively go and seek like Hassan's content if they really are interested and they really want to prove a point.
Ultimately, even if it was like something fun, if you hyperfixated to that degree on something that's fun, it would break you. It would ruin you as a person. You would become like a legitimate shell of what you once were. And I try to stress that all the time.
All right, let's go exploring.
Megalaws when their favorite streamer said they wish they could shoot you. I know. That's why they have no understanding. Like when that same community has like an actual fucking neo-Nazi who is a pedophile on, and that neo-Nazi pedophile literally says, yeah, I want to kill Hassan. They're like, oh my God, based. This neo-Nazi pedophile is so based, and you're so based for having him on. Not realizing that like you become closer to that neo-Nazi pedophile every day that you think that shit is acceptable.
I remember the day that Mr. Picard tried to cancel Hassan by calling him homophobe because he called Booty Jake Booty Judge.
Yes, there's a lot of money out there, and we are not using it in the way that it's intended to be used, and I think that people get hurt as a consequence of that. But my point was that I think a lot of Americans would be a lot happier with the taxes that they're paying
That's just so
if
funny.
they actually even felt like the government had their back.
Do you feel like a wealth tax is an actual solution to that, or do you feel like that's
I think it goes
unrealistic?
both ways. I think we have to do internal accounting, and I think we also could tax more as well. Like there's a lot of assets out there that could be taxed, I think. And I mean, you might hate me for saying this, but I do think that we should disincentivize seeing home ownership as a investment vehicle rather than just simple shelter.
I think it's difficult
Make
with
a
the
favorite
housing
settlement, but I
example
need
because
2
you have
dozen
people
eggs. Any
who
takers?
don't want to own a home who prefer renting, and
dude.
there are advantages to renters as well. That they don't have the overhead and the responsibility, and they have the
I don't think anyone. I didn't want to come across like too contentious, but I should have said like I don't think anyone who has the opportunity to buy a home would rather rent. Like I think they would prefer having the stability of home ownership. Did anyone question how the fuck do you manage to keep your sanity through all the atrocious shit people say about you? Like, wouldn't be able to function as a person if I was in your position, I think. One thing is this community that I have that I serve top of the hour ad breaks to all the time.
Fuck you.
At the top of the hour. And
Fucking
that's always
piece of
fun
shit.
when I end up doing that.
You got me.
Okay.
You got me.
But also just in general, I am a very fortunate person. I
Oh,
recognize
Demetrius, hold on before you go.
Tremendous luck that I've
Yeah,
had
I've got a melon for you.
in my career.
There we go.
Okay. Lucky enough to be able to serve you 3-minute ad breaks at the top of the hour and tell you that you can avoid them by subscribing for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime.
That was
Here's
an
3-minute ad break
emotional
now.
terrorist attack. Yeah, 24 eggs.
Okay.
Oh fuck. Okay, I'm a bit cooked. I'm gonna need to get another chicken.
But also,
Okay,
almost
all right, we'll
every
be fine.
single
We'll be
time
fine.
someone is like pathetically obsessed with being a hater of mine, just look at my watch, okay? Look at my watch, and not in the XQC I own your house in my watch on my wrist type of way. I look at my watch and I look at the time ticking, because until long, it won't take that much time until we find out that they're a fucking sex pest, deviant, pedophile, neo-Nazi. Okay?
I'm gonna need those
Now,
trees
sometimes
to
all
grow,
of the
dude.
above, and sometimes just one of the options. But it always consistently works that way. I don't know, with the exception of like the likes of Ben Shapiro, who is just like a right-wing person. But any number of these drama farmers, all these people that make a living off of being like, fuck Hassan, he's such a piece of shit. Almost every single one of them have outed themselves as like genuine fucking scumbags. All right?
Full. Okay. All right. I do want some more of those seeds as well. Might need to put some more down, but you know what? I'll just water this one side here. It's fine.
So consistent. So goddamn consistent.
Rocky
Yeah,
only
you watch Ireland,
seeds.
they try to debate the age of consent and incest as not all that bad. Not shocking. Not surprising. Yeah, I do bring a certain vibe to the function that pedophiles don't fuck with. They don't like the vibes I bring to the table.
There we go.
Are you a Nepo baby associated with Jank Uger? Yes.
I love this, dude. Oh, coming in, they just
Damn.
come into the chat and they just get like, yes.
I'm not doing the evil Clem. It's going to be Clementine in a second. The Venn diagram of Hassan haters and people who debate the age of consent is a damn near a circle. Oh, always. Always.
Yeah, we're gonna have to collect a fuckload of eggs and we need to get a new chicken tomorrow. 2 new chickens.
The solution to being homeless is finding a boat, as the goat has always told us. Yeah, Kenny. My man Kenneth.
Hopefully
Can
they're
you
not.
finish the rest tomorrow
Well, we'll
and
get
play
a
Walking
duck
Dead?
and
I'm
the
gonna-
chicken.
How do we start off on this? I wanted to show you something. I wanted to.
Was the
I
same
wanted to
talking
show
points
you,
too? Yep.
guys, a part of this
Word for word,
that I
bar
was
for
gonna
bar.
click on, and I totally forgot.
Amaranth. Sure.
It was about homelessness. I remember. We got sidetracked a lot. A chatter confronted you, lol. Wait, what?
Oh man, I think squatters are I mean, they're dope. Like, as long as no one is living there and it's not being put to use, then The fuck's the house doing anyway? It's just a piece of property.
What about damage to a property? What if someone wants to move back into their property and someone's living there and they say, no,
Well,
you
if they
can't
wanna-
kick me out? And they know the legal system to be able to live there for free
You
for
file for
months.
bankruptcy and then extend your visit. For
Wait,
like a
so
year.
you can if you want to live in a property and like someone else is like, this is my house, like I want to live here, you can just like stop them from
You didn't
moving.
know this?
I think that is a little bit trickier.
It's a civil matter.
I think
So,
it's a little bit
yeah.
trickier in general, but like overall, if it's not like that fucking building in downtown Los Angeles, the one that famously has been
Like that
tagged into
graffiti,
oblivion,
right.
yeah, and people are freaking out over it. I'm like, why are there so many fucking buildings that are just like left halfway in limbo and halfway developed? It's like repurpose that. In my opinion,
I was surprised you didn't know about the scam squatters. Yeah, because the only squatters I hear about and cover and know about are like the example that I bring up, which is like the black moms in Oakland. You know what I mean? Like,
if I'm the government, if I'm Governor Gavin Newsom, Gruesome Newsom, I'm coming in and I'm saying Chinese style communist takeover, eminent domain, that shit's mine now. You guys fucked that up. We're making this into permanent shelter. We're taking every single person from Skid Row and every single homeless person and we're putting them into that fucking luxury high-rise condominium. And not only that, but we're hiring 10,000 new social workers to make sure that we have the
Okay, we
proper
gotta
tools
save these
readily
eggs.
equipped so that we can reintegrate these people back into society, and we're gonna have all these fucking jobs for them. We're gonna make them fix
And we
potholes.
probably need another
okay?
silo.
They're gonna love to do it because they're gonna get paid to do it, and we're gonna treat their drug addiction. And as a wham bam, thank you, ma'am, perfect fucking solution. What good is a house when it's empty? As
One
an
a
investment
day.
vehicle,
So
sure.
you would
For
get the
24
squatters' rights
for
that if
28
someone
days.
decides to
1
move
times
into
28.
a vacant house without a
Okay,
lease
no, we're
agreement,
fine.
they could claim that they have a lease and they
You
should be
can
entitled
have
to live
basically
there.
up
It's a little
to
medieval,
fucking
but
8 animals.
Look, people need shelter, and I think if they're getting it that way, I think it's like the worst
So I mean,
way to
if
solve
Okay.
it.
But if it's medieval, should then the property owner be able to defend their property, go in there and forcibly remove somebody, just like in medieval times?
It depends entirely on, if we're being serious, I think it depends entirely on like whether they genuinely want to live there or not, right? But overall, I think that, like I said, I personally love discouraging people from home ownership, like not home ownership, sorry, but like using homes as a vehicle, as an investment vehicle.
But
which
what
is
if
the
this
funniest
isn't
place to say
but,
this?
But what's interesting is that for a lot of the squatters, it's not the property's not used as an investment vehicle. It could be somebody passed away. The house is empty for a week or two while they try to sell it. They go to list the
Okay,
home for
chat,
sale. And
who
the
wants
realtor
to be a
says, "Hey, there's a
chicken?"
whole family living in here. There's
is there anyone that hates you that you think is not a genuine piece of shit? I'm sure there are
Me,
fucking
Sazak,
thousands of people that
okay.
hate me that are not genuine pieces of shit. They
Okay,
just
you
have
can
been,
be you. Okay, we can only get 2 more.
misled into thinking that I'm like a
Sazak,
genuinely
and then
bad
2
guy and have
hardcore.
like really fucking violent.
Okay, and then
awful
the next one of
takes.
you can be a duck when we upgrade it.
I personally think that I'm very reasonable
2 hardcore.
overall. Maybe I'm not.
So
Anyway.
insane. The next one is gonna be Lake McGrew. Lake McGrew, you're gonna be a duck, okay? Fucking sniping duck, dude. Yeah, let's go get
Squatting
some
is supported
fucking.
by existing laws. Someone follows those laws in this situation. It sounds like they're exploiting the system properly.
Be a
Yeah.
pig when you get them.
They
Sure,
are.
sis fizz. When we get our truffle pigs. Lake McDuck, so true.
But that's why podcasts like this is great. Because you can show them podcasts like this, depending on whatever issue they have. And there's obviously
Yeah, I'm just
timestamps
looking
for all of it.
fucking-
Okay? There's timestamps for pretty much every issue that we talked about.
But Lake in the Duck is a
And
chatty, he's more of a clem
You can
chatter.
pick and choose.
Bro, you pick it to be an animal, dude. What does he want to? What do
anyway.
you mean chatter? I'll be farming for engagement. Yes, I am farming for chat engagement. Bro, you tell chat that they get to be an animal in Stardew Valley.
With your perspective, I think that's healthy to have.
1,
Why I not think squatters are
play
dope.
Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
2, say that people can be Stardew Valley names
Problem
for
with
their
your take
fucking
is that
animals.
No one who owns
3
real estate as
profit,
an
dude.
investment will agree or support this. Yeah, I know that.
That's how you do it, boys. That's the fucking
But-
stonks.
I don't care. That's still my perspective.
Push out is so
What
predictable.
do you want me to
Yes.
say? No, and also the landlord, it's not the landlord vote. It goes more than that. 66% of this nation are fucking homeowners, are individual homeowners. Many of those people also see their housing as an investment.
Okay, we need to upgrade.
It's not like
Yo!
a tiny
NYC DSA. Yo, the new DSA, dude.
But yeah, great video
Hello,
overall.
thank
Go
you.
watch it, give it a view, share with your friends. I think it does
Thank
a
you
decent job of
For the raid, I hope you had a great stream. We got the DSA in here.
My perspectives.
Wait,
and
there are
takes.
leftists here? What?
Yeah.
What, there are
I love
leftists
seeing
here?
you on other podcasts. You always come across as reasonable and well informed. It's because, unfortunately, as much as I love my community,
Oh, fuck.
one, aside
Time to
from
do a
the bad
fucking
faith
purge,
Andes,
dude.
there are still, unfortunately, a lot of people in here who like almost
Hello, hello,
as an
hello, hello.
Olympic sport misunderstand me and try to put
Hope you had a
words in
great
my mouth
stream.
and get like really contentious. And as long as there's like
We're just
charitability
chilling.
at play, even
Bro, you
from
can play this game for hours.
individuals
It is
that look
so
at me like
immersive
this
and
when I have some
addictive.
takes,
Wait,
right?
wait, here.
I can have a normal conversation. I can't have a normal conversation, however, with people.
And I think
who are,
people
like,
appreciate watching someone
refusing
who's
to
not
recognize what I
min-maxing
have
in
to say
Stardew.
and deliberately misunderstanding me.
The
Playing
game
it
plan
as
was made
intended,
in the
dude. Let's say
80s.
hello to our new
Create a
chicks.
pandemic, you know, with a
See,
virus.
like this person
They're
is
already out
doing
and
a
about.
funny meme and saying that, doing the thing that I was
Okay,
talking.
they're too small to
doing
even
the thing
say
that I was
hello.
bringing
There
up
we
as an
go.
example. See, he's trolling.
Wait, we'll get their names. Peanut. Okay, that's not
But
one
yeah,
of them.
like I said,
Too hardcore. Too hardcore seems
remember,
curious.
if there's a fucking
but a little
major
cautious.
content
It's a
creator
strange
that
new
you watch
world.
that had like a fucking weird take, specifically doing like
I
a
think
fuck a
Stardew is the
video,
only game I ever made a spreadsheet for. Stop.
just sit it out. Wait a little bit.
We're
and
not We're not playing the
find out
fucking
their
stress
nature.
sweaty build, dude.
They always fucking reveal their goddamn nature.
Bro, I just want to see that
Let's watch
fucking
this guy.
that fucking
the blueprint,
hazelnut.
The game plan was made in the 80s. Create a pandemic, you know, with a virus that's going wild, right?
I love these guys.
You know, Fauci was given like over $350 million to research this, to come up with drugs, new or repurposed to handle the
Eventually
AIDS
we'll clean all
pandemic.
this up. Yeah,
And
yeah,
all they
yeah.
came up
Okay,
with
okay. All
easy
you
was
OCD chatters,
AZT.
chill.
And if you do any,
We're gonna
even
get
a
there.
smidge of research, and I know I'm not a, epidemiologist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not
Look.
an immunologist.
Oh
whatever the
shit,
fuck.
I am skipping
I can
basic
read
things.
though, right?
Can you?
POV, you're 6'6" and
Yeah, Japan said tall aside.
And I can learn and look things up just like any normal person. You know, I can do my own research, which was so vilified.
I do not
You know,
like
they even
seeing so much of
question
this
authority.
these fucking
But that was the game plan.
Bro, one
things.
day we're gonna find
playing
out that
bubbles?
this dude had like syphilis that
No,
he
he's
tried
smoking.
to cure with
Okay,
like
he is a
old-fashioned
smoker, dude.
concoctions, and that's the reason why his brain is this rotted.
I feel happy I judged him
Like,
for it. I mean, I vape,
syphilis-induced
which is worse, but he
dementia.
is a fucking smoker, dude.
It's just like I don't think he was always this
Get some
stupid,
fishy
right?
wishies.
And as a quarterback, I don't know if he got like hit in the head that much. You know what I mean? He probably he got a shit rock close, but he had gonorrhea and
You
tried
say
to cure it
vaping
by
is worse
putting
than
leeches on his
smoking? No, it's
penis.
it looks
Well,
less
there
cool.
you go.
You know, it would be cringe in the game if he actually
Plan
vaped.
back then. Create an environment
vapor.
where only one thing works.
And you know what? Zin
Back
is in
then,
South Africa,
AZT.
and I feel
Now,
like Zin has been in South Africa for much
remdesivir
longer.
Until we get a vaccine.
It's insane. Zin
which,
is
by
in
the
South
way,
Africa,
Anthony
dude.
Fauci had stake in the Moderna vaccine. And
I
we know
remember
Pfizer
them
is one of the
selling
most
pouches like
criminally
that. Like they
corrupt
gave me a free
organization.
bunch ages
was
ago.
he
Like
always
Vooz
this
did.
nuts? I don't think so.
I don't think it's
I don't
Vooz
think
that
he
owns
was
them.
like this fucking insane. Google
You prefer
Anthony
Sig
Barr hit Aaron
smell than vape smell?
Rodgers.
Yeah, you
he
prefer
broke
it
his
now.
brain. That
You prefer
probably
it an hour later?
played a role in it, maybe. Maybe it's a combination of a bunch of things. A lot of people saying he married a woman who says she
Nothing
eats clay
worse
and puts
getting
dirt
to
on
a
her
fucking
vagina
car
and sits out in the sun.
that smells
Could
of
be that
stale
too.
cigarettes.
But I think
Okay,
like
well, there are worse things.
his last iteration, because like I never really cared about Aaron Rodgers, and the fact that I never really cared about Aaron Rodgers means that he probably wasn't this nutty always, pre-COVID. I mean, because if he was this nutty, I would have cared about Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? Like I don't really care about sports beyond the fact that like I love.
How much do you hate when
these
people
kinds
say they
of
did their own
nutcases.
research?
You know what I mean?
Don't hate it as much as you do.
Are you gonna watch HBO Sympathizer?
But I do
did.
hate it in
forgot
this
to mention,
context.
I
Oh
watched
wait,
it
there's a
last night. It's pretty
fucking
good.
spicy fish with spicy water. Wait, let's get the spicy fish. Wait, it's just gonna be a basic fucking fish, isn't it? Basic bitch ass fish.
He was.
Fucking
He just
sardine,
didn't have a platform.
okay,
he was
dude.
talking about. He was talking to backup QBs of the Packers about doing their own research on 9/11 years ago.
Smelled mango with Bo, and now every time I smell fruit beer, I get flashbacks to that. Okay, well then that's fair. Like I can understand people not like being around people vaping. It is annoying. That's very fair. I think it's very obnoxious if people are like, "What the fuck? You don't like it?"
We can't really know because
Yeah,
we didn't really
people don't
speak
like
about
it.
stuff outside of football before podcast. That's true. Maybe it's the podcasts that are at fault here. Like the mass availability of podcasting. The mass availability of podcasting is what caused the downfall of so many of our favorite athletes, I think.
Fucking sardine. What? No, wait, that's an anchovy? Let's go.
I don't know. I finished Fallout last night. Episode 6 felt relevant, crazy relevant politically. Some of the lines literally feels like it was watching you duke it out with a chatter. Oh yeah, when he goes, "What are you, some kind of millionaire communist?" And she turns around and says, "What does she say?" She said like the tools should not only be useful to those at the tippy top or something. It was awesome. Eddie Bravo was patient zero. Yeah. Millionaire communist.
We got all the anchovies.
That's good.
Any others?
Hypocrisy, if only used by the bad guy, ensures he wins. Did you know you were a judge on Master Baker on Sunday? I do. Why is your camera saturation so blown out? It is not.
It's because he's wearing a
Alright, fuck
yellow
all this
fucking
noise.
Wallabies
Fuck all
shirt,
this
dude.
noise,
He
bro.
deserves that. He deserves every
Nick did
bit
make a
of
good
criticism
point.
he gets for wearing
yes,
that fucking
peak YouTube
dumbass shirt.
content, 111k likes. You've never seen me this mauled.
How the
Asmongold,
fuck
you've
did
never
he
seen
do
him
this?
mauled. Asmongold is really shameless. The way YouTube fell off is actually so insane. And it's basically Twitter. Nick actually had another fucking fire take. Criminally underrated.
Albacore, let's go.
I don't know why. Whenever he pops off like this, fucking pops off like this, people don't give him the respect.
What did he pop
It's
off
just
about?
like,
Probably something to
he's
do with
right.
gaming.
This app is even worse than fucking YouTube because you're not even making original content. He said he lost followers from you replying last time. Really?
Oh, you said Twitter is shitty? Oh, good.
It's just so dumb.
Oh, he's gaming now? Oh, we're gonna have to leave. I can't
I
gaming.
normally don't post why I own tweets
Watching
in
his son
here, but this
gaming
got
at the same time.
64,000 likes. God damn. Okay.
Let's go. Walking Dead is too good. You want to keep him on the background? Doing The Walking Dead, dude? No pressure. I'll fucking play Stardew Valley for another hour. I actually haven't watched the Hassan doing The Walking Dead yet. It's bad, I know. I will.
Great.
Don't worry.
That's fire.
I've just been sleeping, dude.
I wish you hit the 9/11 building. Bro, you mean the World Trade Center? God damn, Zoomers are so fucking cooked,
You
bro.
mean the World
Oh my
Trade Center,
god.
the 9/11
Oh my god, brother. Oh my lord.
That's
Zoomers
the
call
best.
the World Trade Center the 9/11 building?
You mean the two of them?
Are you for fucking real? I'm packing it up. I'm packing it up. It's pack watch for the 9/11 building out here, folks. Okay, what the
I love
fuck?
that.
I cannot.
I know it's what I know it is now,
some of you
though.
motherfuckers. I'm sorry. Jesus
Bro, if any of you
Christ.
motherfuckers didn't know it was called the World Trade Center, you need to hand over your American
fucking
card
post
to
it
somebody
over
else.
here,
You are
so I
now stateless. I'm sorry. Like,
Soggy burrito. I'm
sorry.
just kidding. I love you guys.
Soggy Bariso. Calling out my chatters.
All right, let's
Okay, these
fucking
ones
go,
can be
baby.
deluxe speed growing.
Let's freaking go, fam. You want to know how brain broken I am from TikTok? I almost said, let's go, brother. Even though I've never watched a second of Sketch. His, do a transition for the polyfrogs into gaming. It's Clementine. Okay? It's Clementine. I'm posting it.
Wait, none of these? You don't need any of these fucking fish? Damn.
I've never even watched Sketch at all. It's just like he's become such a meme that I'm repeating his like words and stuff. I'm repeating his catchphrases without ever watching him. How crazy is that, dude? TikTok is China style opiates breaking our brains. I swear to God.
We need a new fish place.
Can we get a recap? Yeah, it'll show you a recap in the beginning. Walking Dead bangs on all platforms. The fact they're actually doing it blind makes it genuinely engaging and appealing. Yeah, I have not ever played this game. I've never even
heard of it.
Personally,
I never even knew it was a game. I thought it was a series.
I've never watched the show even. Now I'm thinking about watching the show.
It's a zombie game. Oh wait, okay, I need to sleep now. Bro, this is great, dude. You get to have the fucking
Let's go,
calming,
brother.
like, Stardew
What is
Valley
wrong with me?
with
Oh
this
my
fucking
God, I
horror
can't
game.
believe it. It's so catchy. Or does he say, "What's up, brother"?
Fish?
Does anyone even
No,
in here
fucking
know who the
fish
fuck I'm
worth
talking
25%
about?
more.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not.
on
I
a
meant like
TV
tell the
series.
polyfrogs they should stick around and how much fun we've been having so they don't miss out. Threaten them with FOMO. I don't think they have the capacity to
Have fun.
mow. A lot of politics frogs, they just have to learn on their own that this is like a genuinely fun experience. Special teams, special players.
Okay, we do need to start making, like,
What's up, brother?
some fucking, honey and things like that, which we are missing. But let's first upgrade our fucking coop, okay? Let's do that.
It's what's up, brother? Tuesday,
Get my fucking
Tuesday.
eggs.
Special teams, special plays, special players. In harm's way? No, I think... No, this is where I'm at, bro. Yeah, I played a House Divided. I'm doing episode 3. Disco Elysium would be a great gateway drug for politics frogs in the gaming. Yeah, I agree.
I love that he's gonna play Disco Elysium
All right,
now.
let's get started, boys, girls, MBs.
Even though
fucking
I did agree
gaming
with him that it's a
enjoyers,
bad
and
stream game.
The random politics frogs that are like, oh shit, let me take a look at what's going on here.
Who do you think did this?
Think about it. You're Carver, what do you do?
Carver.
What's the most important thing in this world?
By the way, they weren't lying. That Carver is a real son of a bitch. Like low key, high key.
Oh.
They weren't lying. I thought they were like
Look at Too
exaggerating.
Hardcore. He's
especially
super
'cause they're
happy
such
today.
Pieces of shit to me
That's-
originally.
What's going on with
that
Sazek?
I thought maybe they were
Hazel?
exaggerating how bad this fucking guy
Sazek
is. He's
looks
a
really
real
happy
freak,
today.
dude. A real freak. A super freak.
He's a super freak. Super freak. He's super freaky.
Clem, it's
Sorry.
family.
We're gonna upgrade.
People like Matthew aren't
Let's upgrade the
coming back.
fucking
Fuck
house
you,
first,
Bonnie,
actually.
you bitch.
I don't fill up your bowl. Sorry, boy.
Rebecca, our baby deserves to be raised in a place of safety.
Go to hell, you fuck.
Oh,
Yo.
politics frogs. If you haven't left by now, there's also Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. He's prominently featured in the game. And a big part of our job is to literally save his life so that he can end up prosecuting Donald Trump in the hush money trial. I forgot to mention that. Fuck, dude. Alvin Bragg is literally one of the main characters. Like
going
his
home.
own name and everything. Like they
As a
use his real
family.
name. Crazy.
I can't tell if he's joking because I haven't been watching him playing this game because I've been sick and or sleeping. Finally, we got the fucking hazelnut.
Yeah, I made a
dude.
decision to save his life. Probably a bad one, but stick to my guns like that. Stick to my guns like Alvin.
Oh, war crimes happen in the corner. What a stream. Yeah, but it's war crimes
1 second. Thanks for coming with me. It's
that a
scary out
himbo
here.
plays. Okay,
I know they made you.
this is best gaming
It's
arc
so
ever.
nice that you came.
I need to watch it.
We're friends. Friends look out for one another.
We are, aren't we? Well, if you need to pee, let me know. I'll keep lookout for you too.
I feel bad for Sarah.
Okay.
She's just a little special, you know what I mean? It's not her fault.
Everything come out all right, girls?
Troy, get
See
him
that
tied
fucking
up.
plum, dude.
That's a weird question to ask, bro. What the fuck?
Well, we're on our
Is
way.
everything come out all right?
Probably
Like,
30
you're talking
minutes
about
out.
piss?
Make sure everyone's prepped. Emotions might be running high. Carver out. If I find
son.
out you've been wasting fuel to keep that fucking heater going, I'll make you walk back.
Nope. Froze my ass off. Just like you told me to.
It ain't polite to listen to other folks' conversations. Has anyone ever taught you that?
I used to have a walkie-talkie like that.
Oh, really? And what happened to it? 'Cause you can't have this one.
It caused trouble. People got hurt because of that stupid thing. People died.
Well, if you try and take this one, honey, I'll hurt you
I'm
myself.
fine. I don't want to refill it
Get
right
the
now.
girls in back with the
Bro,
rest of
I'm
them.
11,
We got a
dog.
bit of a
Calm
drive
the
ahead of us.
fuck down, dude. Freak. Freak ass son
I'm
of a bitch.
11. Calm down. I'm 11.
Ian,
Yeah,
you
let's do
guys
some early
okay?
morning fishing.
The hell did he do to you? Hey, did he hurt you? Hey, hey!
Yeah, chat, don't say I'm 11 in the chat. I don't want Twitch to ban you. Oh yeah,
Oh, and
Kenny's
Twitch
alive,
will,
For
dude.
those of you who weren't here yesterday. That's Alvin Bragg right there. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. Straight up.
Wait, is he being serious?
All right, we gotta do something. Come on. Anyone got
No.
anything sharp? Anything?
He's just trying to bait the polyfrogs.
We
Okay.
need to get these bindings off. Hey, Clem, help me find something to get these off. Anything sharp that could cut these.
And what good is that gonna do?
The hell is wrong with you people? We gotta get out of here.
Why bother?
What? How can you say that?
Defeatism.
I just don't see how it's gonna help.
We're in a fucking precarious position here. We gotta do something about
Settle
that.
down, Kenny. They took everything. We have to keep a level head.
He's right. You don't know Bill like we do.
Bill? This whole time it's Carver, Carver, Carver. Now he's fucking Bill? Oh, I see what it is. Y'all are just getting a ride home, aren't you? That's what's going on here.
Say that again.
I'd stay out of this, boy.
Mister, I ain't a boy.
No, right. You're a man.
You don't understand. He's different. It's worse.
The fuck are you talking about?
He wants to punish us.
You could have warned us.
Yeah, you didn't tell us he was a fucking psychopath.
True.
You have no idea what you're dealing with.
Oh, he gave me a pretty good goddamn idea back at the lodge. And I don't intend to sit around here and let that happen to the rest of us. I'm trying to help.
I'm sure Walter really
Lots
appreciated
of
your help.
bread.
That's not fair. You're blaming him for the actions of a madman.
I am
True,
pointing
what the
out
fuck?
that regardless of intent, there
Weed
are
kid?
consequences to rash actions. Something that he seems to be misreading
Okay.
as capitulation.
I don't know what the fuck you're saying, but I know it's bullshit. We have to do something.
Kenny.
Damn, Kenny getting racist again, dude. Kenny's getting fucking racist again, bro.
Let's
He's like,
go.
I don't understand you, Carlos. You seem to be one of them urban types.
You can't reason with him.
Oh shit. Jackpot.
Sit down. You're going to get us all killed.
Y'all don't know what you're talking about. We
And
get
I think
cooped up in some
upgrade
kennel like a
inventory
bunch
space.
of fucking dogs. It's
Oh, I
over.
need to go see
You don't know
Robin.
that.
Yeah? Well, I've been in
Okay,
this
let's make
situation
some
before.
money.
You ever been a prisoner?
Kenny's right. We have to do something. We can't just sit here.
How is it the kid is the only one that sees what's going on here?
Clem, the adults are talking.
Oh,
that
now
what
I'm a
this is?
kid.
All right. Now we're talking.
Carver will be on the other side of that door with 10 people.
There, baby. It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine.
At this
No, it's
point,
not.
maybe Luke is the only hope we have.
If he was gonna do something, he'd have done it by now.
Who knows what he's dealing with?
It's not gonna be
Anything can
fine,
happen out
dude.
I'll tell you what happened.
It's
He
literally not gonna be fine.
abandoned us.
Anyway.
You don't know that.
I know he ain't here.
He
We
may not
need
be
Hecker
around, but he
woods and
wouldn't just
rocks
leave
for
us
those
behind.
house upgrades.
Luke will
True.
help us.
Oh yeah? When? After that crazy fucks killed us all?
I do need that, I know.
He won't help you at the top of the hour when there's a 3-minute ad break. I'll tell you what.
Shh. Hassan, shh.
That's right. Only God can help you. And by God,
Okay,
I
let's
mean
just quickly go
subscribing for
fulfill that
$5
thing.
or for free with a Twitch Prime, baby. That's the only god dang thing that'll help you at the top of the god dang hour.
God
Kenny's yelling
dang
at
hour.
Clem too now. Bro, the further we get away from the boat, the more Kenny gets angry. I feel like spiritually there must have been a boat at the river or something. Like he
We'll
was
chop down a
happy
whole bunch
being
of
at the ski
trees.
lodge, because there was definitely like a boat, I assume, that he could just like kind of look at every now and then. Maybe like a
You're an
boat
old
painting or
Zoomer.
something.
No, you're a millennial,
just center
probably.
him.
If you're like similar to my age, you're probably
And
a
now
millennial.
you are
millennial.
seeing the consequences of
You
staying
also
away
like
from a boat.
live
Don
in like.
Fox, thank you for
I mean,
the
you're
5 gifted
technically in the
subs.
north.
Here's
Maybe
the ad right
not.
now.
Maybe you are.
Hey,
Northern
look,
Hemisphere.
Clem.
Egypt.
We're close.
Okay, let's do this.
They have guns. What exactly do you expect to do?
I'm gonna punch the first son of a bitch I see. Then I'm gonna take his gun and use it to shoot the next son of
No,
a bitch
millennial,
I see.
but
Just sit
okay, it's
down.
but
Shut
that's
up,
the American
Doc. This
classification
ain't your
rafters
call.
stuff. It's gonna be different
Hey,
based
just
on like
if
what
something
country
happens,
you grew up
just
in and
help
how
out, okay?
far back
Don't,
it was
you know,
in
get
terms of
yourself hurt or
culture
nothing,
and
but any
technologically.
help would be good. Hey, Clem, look at me. You trust me, right?
Closer to
Bro, we
Europe,
didn't even get
stones
anyone
throw
else.
away.
Just listen to them. They know him.
Yeah, okay. I trust you. I'll do what I can.
Am I
All
gonna
right.
get?
It's okay to be a little
Am I
scared,
gonna get Kenneth
but we
killed
gotta
here?
do
I
this.
mean, don't spoil it, but
All right, everybody ready?
Kenny! Kenny, are you okay? Is he okay? I
bro,
think so.
he got owned before he got even
Ron hit me.
started.
It's probably for the best.
That's so funny. That is hilarious.
Goddamn brakes ain't working for shit.
All right, up and at 'em.
Big dog got fucking clapped before he even began the process.
How'd you get your restraints off? Come here.
We've got some familiar faces back with us tonight. Now, I understand some of you are confused as to why we bring these people back when they left us as they did.
Think I've got an idea.
Did I check on my chickies today? Hello. Oh, look at my little chickies, dude.
Damn,
Little
he's so
babies.
understanding.
Okay.
They're here to help us make
Let's
our
clean up
world
this farm a bit.
a better place. All these feelings you have of anger, betrayal, hate, they're all valid.
Bro, they can't be all that bad. This guy fucking literally has this entire... This guy literally has a phenomenal base of operations.
So we're probably gonna put...
I'm sorry, but clearly he's got the right mindset.
Right
okay?
here. This is perfect.
That's crazy that he's like...
Perfect for
He's doing a better
some
job
cows
than
and
the
shit.
fucking family that I was living with
I feel bad because the
beforehand.
ducks really love the water. Oh, there'll be place for the ducks to get into the water. It's fine.
We do have to find it in our hearts to forgive them.
Look how much food they have.
Yeah, they're doing something right. Clem recognizes it too.
As many of you already know, a large herd of lurkers gathers just south of us.
Just want this bluegrass to grow.
Can it wait until morning? We're all exhausted.
But rest
Just come the
assured that
fuck
if
on.
it does turn our way, it's nothing we can't handle. Some
I
of
need
you
him.
have
I need my
voiced
dad.
concerns about the need
I can't. He looks after me.
They have been taken into consideration. However, this is not up for debate. The expansion project will move forward.
He'll be back.
When?
I don't know, but he will come back.
Thanks, Clem.
Grow up. There's a lot of evil Clem options on this.
Evil Clem options.
Make sure y'all stay off the fence. Bill can see you for messing with it.
Bro, I like tabbing out aesthetically. That's why I don't press spacebar and I tab out instead, because I don't like having it say paused. Okay? It's weird.
Interrupts the flow, bro. He's a fucking insane theater kid. Oh, I want to tap both of these.
Thanks, Bonnie.
Yep.
They're perfect tap trees.
Oh, you feel bad, Bonnie? You bitch. Fuck you.
Okay.
Y'all best get some rest, because there ain't gonna be much for you tomorrow. You're gonna be working hard.
That's for you.
Yeah, it would be. Fucking Bill. Keeps me out in the cold, but at least I'll be comfortable.
Hey, guys.
Reggie!
Oop.
I'm so sorry.
He's the one-armed guy who got bit.
What did they do to you?
This could have been worse, trust me. I'm lucky to be alive.
Oh
It's
my
my
god. It's Camille Nanjiani. Oh my god. Bro, there ain't no way.
No, it's really not. I would tell you if it was. This happened well after you guys left. I guess I should say
Reggie
it's nice
helped
to see
us.
you, but
Yeah, no, chat. I wasn't being fucking racist. I'm saying this prominent actor is voicing the fucking character. You guys are so annoying. Oh my god. You guys are so fucking annoying. You're like, oh, racist. Like, no, dude. It's his fucking recognizable voice doing the voice acting. You're so
He wasn't
stupid.
prominent?
I have to go pee. I'm gonna go pee. When you think about your
Okay.
silliness.
And
in
then
the
I
chat.
think we get like a nice little, I don't know what we get here. Probably just some base of operations. Okay, I do want to make maple syrup, iron bar, coal, and wood. Okay. I need to move that fish thing, dude. Do I have maple syrup? I have one. Okay. Beehive. Beehive, chat. Okay, let's put a little beehive here. And I think I planted some flowers here, so maybe it'll get nice. Alright, and then we want some kegs running and all of those sorts of things. One of the most mainstream recognizable Marvel movies in the Eternals? Oh, I see, okay. Little doggo. Alright, we're not going to play for too much longer, chat. I need to go to bed. One more day. I mean,
come here.
Oh fuck! I won't have time to do the fucking
Good girl.
final day. 2 squid kids. Okay,
Mommy
let's
ran
do it. Gathered 4 eggs. Okay, we can do this.
What happened to his arm?
I don't know. We were all running out together, but then he fell, and everybody kept running. I know he had both his arms then.
I love bok
They got me
choy
working
so much.
outside.
Oh my god, it's so delicious.
Lurker snuck up on me while I was hammering something. Luckily, they took the arm off quick. Saved my life.
That's awful. I'm so sorry.
Look, it was my choice to help you guys.
Alvin, Carver wants you in his office.
What? Why?
Don't make this difficult. It's too late for that. No, please.
It's okay, Beck. Just get some rest. If he wanted to do something to me, he'd have done it already. I'll be
He's
fine.
gonna call him a cuck.
Let's see what he wants.
What else?
Don't kill him, Carver. He needs to prosecute Trump.
Hey, Troy.
Don't go fucking up now. Bill's real close to letting you out of here.
I need to get
Make sure
some more
things stay
bok
nice
choy and
quiet
shit like
out here
that. We'll
tonight,
do that
and I'll
though.
be sure to let Bill know just how helpful you were.
Yeah, you can count on
I
me.
mean, I have so much fucking
Thanks,
corn.
Troy.
We'll be fine. Spangle seeds. There we go. Those are summer. Where am I the
Could have
seeds,
been Lee if
dude?
you made the right decision. No, I literally told you guys
I guess I used
that
them
it
all.
was too late
Oh,
to
right.
cut
Let
Lee's
me
arm.
introduce you. We were with them when we got caught.
Hey, I'm Reggie.
That's Sarita.
Hello.
And that's Kenny.
Hey.
Hello. Who are you? This freaks you out.
My name's Clementine.
It's very nice to meet you, Clementine. Hey, where's Carlos?
Bill's already got him looking at some folks.
Oh, okay. Good. What about Pete?
Can you guys
dead.
save it for the morning? Some of us gotta be up early.
Who's that?
I don't know.
I don't recognize the voice.
No problem. Sorry about that. Okay, that's Mike. He's kind of a dick when he's tired, but like I said, he saved my life, so I put up with that shit. Bill put him to work outside the wall with me.
Okay, come on, you can make 3 more.
Stop with all the sorry.
Let's
it was
go.
my
We still need
choice.
to
Besides, he said once
give
you
it
were
to our
all
little
caught,
dog.
he'd let me
Okay.
rejoin the group, so I'm glad you're here. I'm just joking.
I know.
I mean, he did say that, but I'm not happy about it.
Who's she?
Who?
The girl over there?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, right.
Hello,
Okay,
doggo.
so
He
she's
could never be
fucking
Lee.
weird. They found her sneaking around outside the camp covered in guts and just like the grossest shit.
It's probably best not to stare.
I know how it must look, but it's really not that bad here.
Reggie.
No, I'm serious. Where else are you going to find food like we have? We've got the canned stuff, and now with the greenhouses coming along, we've got fresh food. The building's getting more and more secure all the time, mostly through forced labor, but that's only temporary. They've even got the solar panels working. When was the last time you had electricity, huh?
Well, we just came from a lodge with a wind turbine.
It's
and-
not a competition. I'm just saying, it's not as bad as you think.
Owned.
We're building
up,
something
Sarah.
great here, guys. A real community. Bill is making it happen. Look,
See, you
I've
can't
made
argue with the
mistakes,
results.
and he's forgiven me.
That doesn't make up for what he's done, Reggie.
I know that, but I'm starting to see what this place offers. I didn't before, and with the accident, it's just that much more important now.
Carver killed my friend Walter.
Okay, I don't know what happened, but maybe he had his
No, he
reasons.
didn't. He's a
His
freak.
reason is he's a crazy piece of shit.
Listen, I'm really close to getting let back into the group. Once that happens, I can do a lot more to help you guys be more comfortable.
Comfortable? What do you think this is?
I just don't want you to mess things up for me. I've worked really hard to get to this point. Will you please just try not to cause any trouble? At least until they release me. Then, once I'm out, I could help you more. Maybe even help get
Bro,
you
why
out.
are they not accepting fucking help, dude? Wait, did his son F? Did I F? Oh no, he did F. No, he F'd. Okay, cool.
Won't get you in trouble.
They're expecting
Okay,
me to
he's
keep
back.
things in line out here.
Well, if Carver's such a great guy, I'm sure you've got nothing to worry about.
We can at least talk about it more in the morning.
What level
Just
are they
have a
on?
quiet night and chat again tomorrow.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
I think they're higher up.
Is it effing? What? It's not effing on my end.
It's back now.
I didn't even see it.
He was
Fact
too locked
is,
in, dude.
Bill had every reason to kill
Oh
me
fuck,
when I
did
helped
I
you
just go
guys,
to the same
but he
level
didn't.
again? I
Obviously,
did.
I don't know what happened while you were all gone, but he's given me a second chance, and I know he'd do the same for you.
Reggie, I don't want a second chance.
Bro, he's dick
I
riding
want
him
to leave
so
with my
hard.
family. That's it.
He's blowing
Your
bubbles
family
on
is safer
Carver's
here.
dick. He's blowing bubbles on Carver's dick harder than she did when she got impregnated by him.
I need to sit down.
Yeah, come on.
To be fair, I don't know
Sarah,
what the
can you go see if
circumstances
there's something
were.
for her to drink?
Okay.
Yeah, there's water over by the benches. Ah, that didn't go as planned. Should have actually made a plan.
Man, fuck that guy. I don't think we can trust him. I mean, clearly he's already drank too much of the Kool-Aid.
I like him.
No, he's a weirdo. You gotta take a look around.
Bro, you're the
We gotta
weirdo,
know if there's
Kenny.
anything we can exploit to get out of here.
Are these them?
We're in a tight spot. Gonna have to wriggle our
No.
way out.
Well, what should I be looking for?
Stuff that they don't want us to know about. That Troy
Is it
asshole's
these
gone
ones?
for now. This is our chance.
Oh, it is the
Don't
squid.
worry
Those
about
the squid
Richie.
ones. Okay.
I'll go help run interference on them.
Holy fuck, dude! They do
I'm
so
looking for
much
shit.
damage.
Stuff that they don't want us to know about.
Walker
Thanks,
just
Kenny.
snuck up on you, huh?
Yep, I was distracted. Just wasn't thinking. There's all kinds of noise, hammering and stuff. I saw its
Okay.
shadow. It moved in front of one of our.
Fuck! I forgot to give the quartz.
Couldn't even see for a
Yo,
second.
I'm such a bad
That's what
like
got me.
person. I keep on saying I'll fulfill the request and then I never do.
Mike killed the walker and took off the armor really quick. Like he'd done.
Is this stuff that they don't want us to know about? Like this fish statue?
Life gets in the way, you know. Okay, we need to fucking leave.
KK Kenny being raised again? True.
Guess it's better than the ground.
It's not.
One last one.
I saw a fella try that a few months ago. Just ended up bleeding out.
Hey, Clown.
Nick?
Yeah, like I said, it
Just thinking about Lou. Just, there's no way he's
Oh
gone.
my god, they do so much damage,
left.
dude.
How about it? Because me, I've known him for damn near 20 years now, and I can't buy it. Of course,
Where
I
you
can't
going?
say the thought never crossed my mind.
Come here.
Things change. Whole damn world change. Yeah. Yeah, he's still out there. You watch.
Why wouldn't he help us before we
Gaia.
got here?
I don't know. I just know he's out there still. He's smart.
Kenny!
Smarter than me, that's for sure. Guess I'll try and get some sleep. You should too. They're gonna ride our asses tomorrow for sure.
Okay.
Night.
my name, so I told her it's Rajiv. Then I just stood there while a guy yelled Reggie for 5 minutes. And that's when I thought I should really get
Oh my
out ahead
god,
of
they're
this.
so
Looks kinda
fucking
crappy.
terrible, dude.
Oh my god. Kaya. I said plays. Plays.
She said no gods, no
That's
masters.
crazy. This girl is out of control right now. Plays. No.
She said no gods, no masters, dude. My health is fucking dead. Okay.
She's literally rebelling against me. Hold on. Kaya, plays.
Yeah, let's leave. Because I want to do other things right now. Let's go past Robin. Oh fuck, I didn't even use the carts.
She's mad at me. Look
Why?
look at the look on her face.
go to the oh, we need to go to the wizard too. She just looks tired, dude. Ah, 450 pieces of wood, you say?
How do you read the chat when we go hypersonic mode? I have the humane AI. That's how I do it. Places the command for her to.
For humane AI, I could never read Twitch chat.
Hold on, it's getting hot in here. That's probably why she wants to move around. Got to turn back the AC on because it goes into automatic eco mode. No matter how much I fucking try and make sure that it doesn't. These goddamn woke ass libtards. Woke ass AC.
This place seems pretty secure.
Ooh. Beet seeds? No, we're fine.
Hey, Clem, come on. Don't be like that.
She ain't doing nothing wrong, Reggie. Just relax.
How can I relax when she's walking around touching everything?
Wow, good one, Kenny. You really distracted Reggie. Good job, dumbass. Just relax. Oh, okay, got it.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Blind playthrough? Yeah, blind. Maybe we can lower that rope. Bro, me being 11 kind of hurts this situation a little bit, don't it? My 11-year-old ass is not having an easy time with this.
Clementine, please. I asked really nicely. I don't want to...
What the hell is she doing?
No, nothing. You know, kids. They love not listening.
You had one job, Reggie. This is real disappointing.
Oh no, that's
it.
it.
Tell Bill about this.
Please, come on.
Hey, don't be like that, man.
You shut your fucking mouth. I don't know you.
Dad!
Oh, you all fucked up now. Bill's gonna hear about this shit.
Troy, please.
Fuck you, Red.
Bro, fucking calm down. I'm 11. I touched the door, okay? Can you fucking cool your goddamn jets, you fucking freak? Jesus Christ, dude. He's like literally losing his mind.
This is setting you back a few. Get comfortable, asshole.
He was trying to help. She's just a kid.
No one's talking to you, Indian lady.
Hey!
Whoa!
It's fine. I am Indian.
Everybody get to bed.
Whoa, okay. We got a Klansman.
Some of these folks ain't too keen
Yeah, this game is perfect
It's up
for
to us to
Hassan.
figure out a way out of here. You up for it? It's your decision.
I'll try.
You'll do just
Alright,
fine.
chat. It is bedtime for me, though.
Get some sleep. We'll need it.
I'm not invested in leaving. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want to explore the dynamics of this DPRK style labor dictatorship of the proletariat.
Dictatorship
still
of the proletariat. Okay, alright.
Oh my god, he kicked me in the fucking chest.
What?
Get up. Bill's gonna have a word.
Holy fuck, okay. Alright, you know what? We'll give Hassan a raid. I have to support small streamers, dude. Since he's playing this game and I've been, watching him all day. We'll support the small streamers, dude. He's only a 17.4k Andy, dude. He needs it. He does need it, dude. He needs to know. Anyway. There you go. Bye, everyone.